What is up, everybody? Welcome back, Fox Body Garage. TGIF, guys and gals. Thank God it's Friday. Rough week for me. On a side note, let's go over the four-cylinder V8 swap. 1988 four-cylinder Mustang LX notchback. The donor car was a 1989 GT hatchback. The differences between the harnesses and stuff like that, I'm going to go over it with you. For you people who are trying to do the same thing, this is what I did. I don't know if it's the right way, the wrong way. This is just how I did it. First and foremost, for the wiring for the fuel pump. Okay, the fuel pump relay. The wiring for the fuel pump relay. Let me get a light. This is the cluster. I made the four-cylinder cluster work with the eight-cylinder, even though this is an 89 cluster and the cluster in the four-cylinder car is an 88. People say you can't do it. I got it to work. A few wiring changes and, some meter ohming, and it can be done. So any harness can be done with a few wiring changes. Anyway, let's go back to the fuel pump relay, which is most important, because if you ain't got fuel, a little mini bike for Sally, my little son. I love him. All right, back to the video. Sorry, everybody. Long week. I'm tired. Okay, here's the fuel pump relay. Here it is. Okay, that's the relay. Let's see. Can we get the light to stay? We can't make this video too long either. Okay, here's the fuel pump relay. Okay, when you turn the key on, you're supposed to get the prime, correct? Okay. This car wasn't priming because the relay for the four-cylinder harness and the ECU over there was not tied in. They're not integrated. So you have to make a connection. The good thing is, when I plugged all the plugs in, okay, I'm going to show you. Okay, both cars had the same plugs, the black and white. I believe they're 10-pin connectors or 8. No, they're 8-pin connectors. Okay, the four-cylinder side and the 8-cylinder side. When you plug it in, yeah, it plugs in, no problem, but you need to know which wire goes where in order to make it work with the four-cylinder harness. So instead of me splicing and making this a mess, even though I did this is for the oil pressure gauge and this is for the temp pressure gauge. I didn't cut the wires, I just piggybacked them. Just in case I ever need something, whatever, I just unplug it and the harness is not cut or ruined. That's how I did it. You can do it any way you want. And one is for the temp and one is for the oil pressure. That's the difference so far that I found between the four-cylinder and the eight-cylinder harness communicating with each other. Also, the fuel pump, the good thing is that when I plugged the harness in over there at the 10-pin connector where I just showed you, the EEC or the ECC, I don't know, the main relay, the engine control relay, whatever you want to call it, was picking up and was giving out the voltage that it was supposed to, but it wasn't coming here. So what I did was I took pin 22 from the ECU and I went to the tan with the light green, and then 3757 from the ECU, I went to the red the red on the fuel pump relay. Okay? Instead of me splicing like I did here, see with those connectors, and screwing up the harness, once again, what I did was I went right to the relay. I went right to the relay on the EEC relay. Let me show you. Let's go over there. You know, it's pretty... If you're not a reader schematic or something, you know, you're not colored blind, and you have a little know-how of how electricity works and ohming out meter and stuff like that, it's definitely doable. I mean, you know, the first day was the problem, kicked my ass. Anyway, right here, you see the blue and the black? Instead of me cutting into the harness, what I did was I went right to the relay. I went to one side of the relay for pin 22, and I went to the middle one for pin 3757. 3757 on here fires the fuel pump relay over there, and 22 over there gets the signal ground from 22 on the ECU, pin 22. There's no way around it. You have to get it from the ECU. It has to pick it up from there. Or you could get it from the data link connector, one of the pins on the data link connector, test connector. You could get it from there also, but I wasn't running a wire from outside inside when I just ran it from here through the carpet right up to here, down right to the relay. So far, that's all I got. That's all I have to do so far. Now, do I have the light up there? No. Do I have the flashlight over here? No. Am I going to bother fixing it? Eventually, one day. Right now, it's not really important to me at all. The heat works. Everything works. The headlamp. And also the RPM gauge. The RPM gauge and the oil pump and all that stuff works. If I hook up the battery. You got to hook up the battery for it to work. Let's put the battery on. Okay. And let's get in here. And I show you that the 4-cylinder tach. So the tach works, no problem. Temperature gauge works. Amp gauge works. Oil pressure gauge works. I'm running out of gas. Signals. Hazards. Lights. So everything is working so far. So that's where we're at with the swap. It's running. It's going to drive. It's got the 4-cylinder rear end, 7.5. I'm probably going to pull the 8-cylinder out, the 8.8, and just get it out tomorrow. And then I'm going to pop it open and see what gears are in it. I have a set of 355s from my other car that I put 373s in because it's a supercharged 408. You'll see that car in the video soon. I just bought the house, so I just moved in, and I didn't bring the other car here. And I got another car, another notch that we're going to be doing that 351 build. There's the block. We're going to do the 351 in that one next. But before we do the 351, I promised my buddy I was going to put the LS in his Monte Carlo. So that'll probably be the next project. Let me know if you guys want to see the videos of that or you don't. Leave a comment. And if you're interested, I'll videotape that. If you're not, I'll videotape it anyway. So that's the conclusion. This baby runs, drives, everything. This car's running with no O2 sensors in it right now. I don't know if the O2s, if the strategy of the ECU from the O2s controls the fueling or not. If it's a little fat, I don't mind. I'm not looking to, I didn't build a car like this to worry about gas mileage. But I probably weld in the bungs. I put the H-pipe in. I ordered it. I got I believe it's a Flowtech or something. It was the cheapest one I could find. Don't forget, it's the budget build still. I'm trying to buy everything on the cheap, but not garbage. So we'll see. That's where we're at. So thanks for watching. Thanks for comment. Thanks for liking. Hit the notification bell. I appreciate all the comments that guys leave. Some of them are good, some of them are bad. It doesn't matter. I appreciate everybody. God bless. Thank you. Have a good night and a better tomorrow. And stay tuned because the build continues. It runs. Tomorrow maybe we'll put it down and drive it. We'll take a little drive and we'll go from there. But I believe the bodywork can start. I got a rust patch, which is going to be the first thing I do right away. I'm going to show it to you guys because that's probably the only problem that I'm really going to have. I never did a rust patch, but there it is. See the rust patch? The good thing is it's not all the way through. It's only here. I'm going to probably cut right here, and take it off the donor car, put it on, weld it in, and stuff like that. I'm not a professional body guy. I'm not a professional car builder. I'm just a guy in the garage making it happen. So that's it for today. Like I said, have a good night, a better tomorrow. TGIF, thank God it's Friday. I get to sleep a little. I don't have to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning to go to work. I could sleep late and then come in here with a clear head and start doing some stuff. All right, everybody, hope you enjoyed the video and the progress reports as we went along, putting the motor in, building it. I showed you building it. I showed you everything step by step, not in detail because it's hard to hold the camera, do the work, and then when you start grooving and hustling, you don't think about the camera and this and that. So maybe tomorrow I'm gonna go get me, I don't know, a GoPro or something that, goes on your head. You strap it to your head or you strap it to your chest. And if we get some more subscribers and, some comments and likes, I don't mind investing a little money as long as I know people are enjoying it. All right, everybody, for the third time, have a good night, a better tomorrow. Stay safe. God bless. Peace.